I will come in. Miracle, miracle.
In the middle of the ocean, you just take off horizontally. That's my bucket list.
I've heard stories of Akshay sir, pulling his cast and crew members' legs.
पे आपका कॉल क्या होगा apart from मेरे? What would you say?
Back up.
I think the moment they said, going for take, my body used to automatically go in fight or flight mode.
Fighter pilot training is no joke. I could handle the physical aspect of it. But education, I think I would fail.
Would you be rather sitting next to a baby who's crying continuously or someone who's like snoring loud?
Can we not be on this flight? Nice.
Hi guys, this is your host Hamza Sayed, and today I have with me Mr. Akshay Kumar and Mr. Veer Pahariya. Welcome on the show, sir.
Thank you very much.
As we all know, the trailer of Skyforce is already out. I was actually very intrigued to ask, for you, Veer, because this is your first movie out there,
Right.
And usually people, take up romantic comedies or a romance movie when they do the first films. But you took something as an Air Force officer. So how was that for you, mentally preparing for this part?
Firstly, I think in your first film, you can't take something, it comes to you, it takes you.
Fair enough.
So it chooses you. I feel very fortunate that I got to play such an important character in our Indian history.
Right.
This is a real story based on real heroes. So it was a very big opportunity for me and a very big responsibility, because what we put in this film is what will set the precedent and the tone for the next 50, 60 years. We really aspired that this film, inspires the youth to join the defense forces, like a film that when I was growing up I saw was Laksh,
Yes.
which really inspired me and a lot of officers that I met during the training of this film, that it really inspired them. So we are hopeful and we pray to God that a film like Skyforce inspires the next generation of, aspiring soldiers of this country to join the forces.
Inshallah, for sure. And so for you, you have played undercover agents, you have been a naval officer, you have played police officers, but how was this different for you playing an Air Force officer?
Well, I would say to mentally prepare myself for a role like this, not just about getting into character, but also about honoring the real life heroes who wear the uniform. As a lot of people know that my father, he served in army, so I grew up with the immense respect for our armed forces. I've had the privilege of portraying men in uniform, as you rightly said, in khaki,
Yes.
and then Suryavanshi also. Then I was an army officer in Holiday, Soldiers Never Off Duty, Rustam. It's basically a unique sense of pride and responsibility which comes when you wear this uniform. And I hope, as he rightly said, my portrayal inspires audience to see our armed forces with the same respect and gratitude that I feel for them every day. Because as I always say, वो हैं तो हम हैं.
So, hame. True, very true. And this is an action-packed movie, so I'm sure while you're filming, there must be instances जहाँ पे as an actor आपका एक adrenaline मिलता रहेगा और वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा से push मिल जाता रहेगा आपको. Were there any instances of such sort?
For me, I had the honor and privilege to share screen with him, my first film.
That was your adrenaline rush.
Yeah, that was, I think the moment they said, going for take, my body used to automatically go in fight or flight mode.
Right.
And yeah, it was, I wanted to give my full justice and my 100% of my soul, heart, my whole being to this character in this film. So that's what we aspire to do, I think, as a team.
Yep, I think.
I also wanted to ask you, because this is your first movie and you are doing it with Akshay sir. So you must be having, usually people do, they have a preconceived notion that, मैं set पे जा रहा हूँ, certain things you must be expecting out of it. And then probably when you are there on the set shooting, you were like, अरे ऐसा तो कुछ था ही नहीं, nothing of this sort, I had built up in my head, but that was not there. Were there any moments like that for you?
Of course, I was very terrified. I've heard stories of Akshay sir, pulling his cast and crew members' legs. But I was...
Yeah.
I was told that too, by the way.
Even I'm very surprised at how people just conceive that I pull pranks and all, but I don't think so.
So someone was telling me that you might just get very angry, and I was like, what would I do?
No, but I really didn't pull any prank or anything. Those were the days when I used to do, but not. I doubt it, which anything happened, something like that happened. Yeah, we used to have fun. We used to play a lot of games.
Right.
we used to work out together. We used to hang out.
We love music, so
And we used to sing a lot of songs, old Hindi songs and all. And I was surprised that he remembers everything from 1970s, 80s, 90s. He remembers all the songs and all. And with wordings and all, that's good. Because मैं बहुत कम जनों को मिलता हूँ जो this generation बहुत कम जनों को मिलता हूँ जिनको याद
Who remember it, right?
remember. So it was a different take. Yeah.
Also, we all know that, Mayday is an international term for emergencies, like declaring emergencies, and fighter pilots often use it. So, say if there's like a hilarious, awkward situation going on, तो वहाँ पे आपका call क्या होगा? Apart from Mayday, what would you say?
Pack up.
No, not for us. I mean, okay, so that would be pack up for you. Fair enough. And like I said, sir, I have been very closely related with aviation. I was a cabin crew, so I have developed this love for flying. And I really want to, sometime in my life, when I'm done with things, I want to at least learn to fly a helicopter at the least. So if you given a chance to learn to fly any sort of aircraft, what would your
So मेरे लिए तो Concorde था, लेकिन अब तो बंद हो गया. It was always a dream to fly in it, but it was discontinued before I could even afford it.
Yes.
Or maybe India's Tejas Mark II,
Yes, which is
which is still in the development phase, to be able to take off horizontally. So that would be another thing. It'll be great to, in the middle of the ocean, you just take off horizontally.
correct.
It'll be an ultimate thing for me to crack my bucket list.
Fair enough, fair enough. And if you all could, describe each other in one word during the filming process, whatever you felt about,
Well, then I'll say a couple of words. Is a breath of fresh air for the industry.
I'm sure.
But sir, I want to say something other than fit and dedicated. So I'm going to call him passionate and hungry.
And were you able to match his workout routines when you guys used to work out together?
I really tried, but he always beat me. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. I just wanted to ask you, sir. You have done quite a lot action movies, and if you're put in a situation where you are actually, training for a fighter pilot, would you think you'll be able to pass that exam?
I hope so. I definitely give it my best shot. Fighter pilot training is no joke.
True.
And it takes a lot of skill, focus, discipline. But given my background in fitness and martial art, I think I could handle the physical aspect of it. But seeing my aspect of education, I think I would fail. But flying a fighter jet, that's a whole different level. I would need a lot of training to match our real heroes. But if I ever got the chance, I'd definitely be up for this
Up
challenge.
for the challenge, right? But that's very fair and honest of you. And bringing after that, I always feel that you are someone who's always there. I mean, seen. You always have movies coming out. You're balancing between your personal and your professional life. So what is it like? In fighter pilots, they need razor sharp focus to because there's so many things happening within microseconds. How do you put your blinders on and focus on all these packed schedules that you manage through?
My go-to method is prioritize my physical and mental health, whether it's through regular workouts, practicing martial art, or simply ensuring I get enough rest. I also like to keep a very clear mind by focusing on only one thing at a time and not let distraction take away for what's it in front of me. So I just one thing at a time. That's why I do also movies. Also, one film I finish, I go to another film, then third film or fourth film. So that
Just keeps you occupied throughout.
That's
right.
all.
Fair enough. And so, this character that you played in Skyforce, I believe it's K.S. Ojha. Right name?
K.O. Ahuja.
K.O. Ahuja.
Yeah,
right?
based on O.P. Taneja.
O.P. Taneja,
Veer
right?
Chakra.
So,
Mine is KO, which is knockout.
Knockout.
and you are playing T. Vijaya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Based on squadron leader A.B. Devaya. Veer Chakra.
Lovely. So, could you relate with this character, resonate with how it went?
A lot of it actually, discipline, hard work, respect for the uniform are values that I have always lived by.
Right.
And they're an important part of my character in the film as well. I would say there's also the love for pushing boundaries, whether it's taking on challenges or trying to make a difference. That's something in my real life also, I tried doing in my life. And so I would say it's a lot of things that are quite similar to this character.
Fair enough. Okay, now we'll get into like a fun game segment. I'll be asking you rapid fire questions. I'll give you two options. You just have to choose one. I mean, any of you can pick whoever wishes to answer. So, would you rather be stuck on a flight without headphones or without your phone charger?
I think without my phone charger.
You need your headphones.
Yeah, flight time is movie time, I would say.
Oh, lovely. Okay, so would you be rather sitting next to a baby who's crying continuously or someone who's like snoring loud?
Oh God.
Can we not be on this flight?
Fair enough. Okay, moving forward. Would you rather deal with no Wi-Fi on a long flight or constant turbulence?
No
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I think most flights don't have Wi-Fi still. So
Or a constant, so
no, turbulence is not.
turbulence is not fine by you?
I think turbulence for me will be good because it rocks me to sleep every time.
Oh.
It's nice.
Would you rather have a window seat with a blocked view or an aisle seat where people keep like bumping into you?
Window seat is okay, I think.
Yeah.
Because you'll be sleeping. Yeah. It'll be rocking you to sleep.
And plus, you have to. I have to save my knees from being smashed by some angry air hostesses bringing the car early. And you know it.
Yes, I do know it. I mean, even though I would not advocate for it. Yes. Would you rather accidentally miss your flight or wait at the airport for like 5 hours?
I think I'll be okay by waiting for 5 hours because I like sitting there, roaming around at the airport, looking at things, and I love watching people.
Okay.
कि मैं ऐसे ही बैठा रहूँगा and I would look at you. I don't know you, but I would make up a story.
Yeah. You'd observe.
ये बहुत उदास है.
Also, why would we waste money, right? If you have a ticket, we'd rather use it.
Yeah.
Fair. Would you rather be stuck between, on a flight, a couple having a breakup argument or surrounded by a group of chattery tourists who are like, talking very loudly?
I think the breakup.
Breakup will be nice. No?
Masala.
Because I like rom-com and all.
Yeah.
Like Notting Hill and all. So watching them break up would be a free movie to watch.
True. And would you rather eat only airplane meals for a week or instant noodles for an entire month?
Airplane.
Yeah. Would never touch instant noodles,
Very
let
bad.
alone for a month.
Okay, lovely. Would you rather hear an emergency landing announcement or have the pilot accidentally leave the mic on while singing?
Mic on.
Mic on.
Who doesn't? I think everybody loves it because we both like singing around.
Yeah.
So
At least we don't have to fear for our life if there's
True. And would you rather forget your close friend's birthday or keep calling someone by their wrong name?
close friend's birthday.
what? Cool.
Close friend's birthday, I would rather.
Close friend's birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be very mean to forget someone's name and call them by the wrong name.
And would you rather trip and fall in front of a crowd or spill food on your outfit during a big event?
Definitely trip and fall. Anything to make the event more.
Not the outfit.
No, anything to make the event more entertaining.
Entertaining, yeah.
Yeah. So then the photographers also would enjoy it. अच्छा मसाला मिलेगा.
Good memories also.
TRP चलेगी.
True. Would you rather get logged out of your house in pajamas or realize you forgot your wallet at the checkout?
Pajamas.
Yeah, but that's easy actually. Option one, because I'm anyway always outside in my pajamas only, locked out or just hanging out. I practically live in them.
Right.
I like I wish they were compulsory in life. I wish say award nights would be
In pajamas.
Pajamas are
नहीं पजामा पार्टी पे क्यों बोल पजामे में आ गए ट्रैक पैंट में आ गए खुले खाले ढीले ढाले आराम से
No one's judging anyone. Everyone's like in the comfort zone. Yeah.
chill wear a suit and all is
True. Okay, the
yeah, go ahead.
last one. Would you rather burst out laughing during a serious conversation or start crying during a comedy film?
I've done it in the second one. I've done in his films.
You have?
I have laughed so much that I have cried. So I would rather do that. Yeah.
Laugh humor is medicine. It fixes everything. So that's the best.
Lovely. Moving on, coming back to the movie again. Like, so you've been doing like, a lot of action films and you've done a lot of action films. In this one, were you able to like push your limits? Because as we know, you love to do your own stunts.
The experience was new. Pushing myself is never new. Even though I've done over 150 films by now, each project challenges you in a very different way. So in Skyforce, the level of realism required for the action scenes was next level, I would say. So I had to make sure that the intensity, the rawness, and the emotional weight of the character came through while performing these high-octane stunts. So yes, this film did push me in a certain level.
And were there like any injuries, bruises that you had?
Shuk shuk bolo, yeah.
No, I mean, I don't intend for you to have, but
No, nothing.
thank God, lovely.
We both were very safe.
You were also doing stunts?
I did have
Few
a
of
good
them.
fortune.
See, because this is an Air Force movie.
Fair.
Mostly it's in cockpit and things like that.
Correct.
But there was some few action moments which were there.
Lovely. So if you have to like answer this, which was the co-star for you who was like, very surprising? Like you did not expect certain things from him or her and you were like,
This man right here, Veer.
yeah?
Yeah, from the very first frame to the last, his growth as an actor, I saw it. What he performed in the first scene and what he performed till the end of the film's getting over. I saw quite a drastic kind of changes. We brought a lot of passion, focus, and dedication to the role. What actually surprised me the most was his ability to handle the high-pressure action sequences,
Right.
which I was just talking about when we were running, when he had to jump, when he was ready to pick up everything and try and do it in a different way, because like his way of running, I literally had to like tell him that we'll change your way of running. So which he tried to.
And sir took me to the side and he made me run, and then he told me change this, and it's like a masterclass.
Not masterclass. I mean, it's just so. I would say he is always there to understand and grasp things and pick it up and take it. So what I saw was a drastic change from the first scene to the last.
And so if you could like take one cast member of this film on like a real fighter jet ride, who would it be? And like, आप क्या बातें करोगे उससे?
Again, it would be Veer. Sorry, ladies. So, and we probably talk about food and the view, what we are watching. So that would be kind of thing, because that's all you can think about when you're up there.
Right.
Granted.
And if you could like, swap your lives with a real life fighter pilot, like what's the first thing that you would do after becoming, like swapping your life with a fighter pilot?
I think I would just try to understand what is the josh that they have to kind of fly, to serve the motherland, to leave their family. Because every day we are preparing for war, right? Civilians don't know it so much. True. But every day they're going up and doing sorties. We hear, of unfortunate crashes, etc. But they're risking their lives every single day. So where do they get that willpower and that fire to go and protect our borders and protect our country so that we can sit as civilians and, enjoy this conversation? True. Yeah.
True. And so I'm very excited about, watching the movie, and I'm just saying I'm already looking forward for a part 2. So if there happens to be a sequel to this, what would you name it?
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. That's actually very interesting. Okay, sir. So like we all know, you have played such versatile characters all through your career, and now you're playing an Air Force officer. So if you have to, like, say some famous Bollywood dialogue in an Air Force officer manner,
Okay.
do you want me to give you, or like,
कोई airline है?
if you could take कि तेरे में मैं इतने छेद करूँगा कि तू भूल जाएगा सांस कहाँ से लूँ, और
क्या सांस कहाँ से वो और क्या आगे क्या लाइक?
और पादुका.
Saying Paduka say very slow, softly. Why are you embarrassed?
And please, sir. Tabby to Tiger, come in.
Tabby, come in.
Go for Tabby.
Tabby, do what I'm saying. नहीं तो तेरे में छेद इतने करूँगा कि तुझे ये नहीं पता चलेगा तो सांस कहाँ से लेगा and from where you will fart. Okay?
Copy that, sir.
Okay.
Okay, this one was still.
Yeah, I had to change that fart word into English.
Sorry, then I have to follow his orders because he's my
Fair enough. But this was still a little serious. Can we try something more on the lighter note?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, अगर तुम किसी चीज को शिद्दत से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात.
Why can't we do his dialogues?
Yeah, I'm sure we can. We can do the one where he's like, जो मैं बोलता हूँ वो मैं करता हूँ और जो मैं नहीं
But
बोलता.
I have said all this line. Why don't you try him?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
I will come in. Miracle, miracle.
miracle, miracle. Yeah.
दूसरा line, ये वाली line है. There are actually many lines here. और कौन सी line आप?
I think we can have if anyone knows any lines, we can welcome it. 25 दिन set up.
वो 25 दिन में 21 दिन में?
21 दिन में.
अच्छा. कमाल की स्कीम आई है. अगर तू मुझे पैसे देगा, ये छोड़ ना बार बार माइक क्यों पकड़ के रखेंगे? तू ऐसे ही कर ले.
हाँ. Can I come in? सर एक कमाल की स्कीम आई है.
What?
सर 21 दिन में पैसा डबल. पैसा ही पैसा होगा. Over.
Very difficult to say these lines into a very Air Force kind of because you can't even imagine an Air Force officer talking like that.
No, fair enough.
And they are superheroes. They are so sacred to our country. We can't belittle them by saying these kind of.
Well, you can't do it only. That character जाएगा ही नहीं. line ही नहीं जाती उसके साथ.
Anyway,
It's like I said, you can't even imagine an Air Force officer crying.
Very, very. You have to push them to that and really feel them.
Yeah, go ahead, Ji.
Yes. This is something like I also have been personally wondering, and I would really want to hear, sir, what you feel about it. Like, we all know, Bollywood films have been under a lot of scrutiny in the recent years. Have you, or did you ever feel the weight of, expectations while making Skyforce?
See, having been a part of the industry since last 35 years now, I understand that scrutiny comes with the territory. It goes on to show how much people care about our films and what their impact is. So I would say, while making Skyforce, our focus was always on telling an authentic and inspiring story that pays tribute to our brave officers. So the weight of expectations will always be there. But I prefer to use it as a motivation to drive me to give my best. Ultimately, we just want to make a film that people feel proud about and they can be connected to it. And if we have done that, we have succeeded in our plan. And so that's what the expectation I have that in that way.
Fair enough. And so what would be more scarier for you? Like turbulence at 30,000 feet or a big budget film not doing that well?
Turbulence is temporary, hopefully. You hold on tight and it usually just passes away. But a big budget film tanking, that's something that stays with you
For a
forever.
long period of time, yeah.
And it is there on Google forever.
True.
And it's not just about the box office, it's about the effort, the dreams, and the team behind the film.
So many people go into making one project. And I mean, with that, we also have critiques. And, they often label projects as whatever they wish to. But if you feel if Skyforce, how should they label it? What would you like? Either as a tribute to the armed forces or just a pure entertainer?
I would want to Skyforce to be seen as both a heartfelt tribute to the armed forces as well as it's an entertainment. That's all what we understand, what we have gone through the whole process and what we have seen the movie. So the brave men and women in uniform deserve their inspiring stories to be shared with the larger audiences. They should know about it. But we don't want to make it as a documentary film. We just want to, we also add entertainment to it. And that's what we have done in Skyforce.
Fair enough. Okay, sir. So before we end this, I would quickly like to play another Takeoff or Crash with you. So if you feel positive, it's Takeoff. If you feel no, then it's Crash. I'll give you situations. replying to a text with just an emoji.
Takeoff.
Takeoff. Watching a movie alone in a theater.
Takeoff.
Sharing your Netflix password with your friends.
Yeah, we're helping them. Takeoff.
Bobby? Takeoff.
Takeoff. And double texting someone after they have not replied to you.
I'm okay with it. Takeoff.
Yeah, takeoff.
Takeoff. All right. Starting a new show before finishing the old one.
Yes.
Takeoff. Yeah, if it's not good, then yeah, we have to move again.
Putting ketchup on Maggie or noodles.
Crash. Oh,
Crash for the both of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Leaving a group chat. Okay, I'll change this question. Leaving a party without saying goodbye. Takeoff or crash?
Takeoff.
Leaving a party?
Without saying goodbyes.
Yeah,
Takeoff.
Takeoff. Okay, lovely. And listening to sad songs when you are already sad.
Takeoff.
Takeoff.
Lovely. Yeah. So with that, we bring this segment to an end. Thank you for joining, guys. Thank you for watching. The Skyforce movie is coming out on the 24th of January in theaters near you. I wish you all the best for this movie and wish to see you on screens.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.